Well, hello, everybody. Happy holidays to you. Welcome to actually what is going to be the first annual Songs from the CoronaZone, Songs from the CoronaZone holiday edition. I know that we did holiday songs 2 days ago, but tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty special. So here we are on YouTube. I'm going to go make sure that we're where we need to be, that everything is working. I get the impression that it is, but I have to sort of, oh, I don't like that symbol. What's that symbol mean? Check to read my unread notifications. Yeah, I'm not going to do that now. Hi, Elkie. Okay, we're here. Oh, it gets crazier. I'm going to actually stand up and show you the whole outfit in a little minute, except I have to make sure just being typically inappropriate. This thing is falling down. This is my two drink minimum sign from the famous Troubadour here in Hollywood. I took that from the place the first time I ever played there, which would have been 1974. So who's with us here today? We've got Elkie, we've got Bethany, Vuvuzela, Marlon Block, Nadia, hi Suze, hi Nancy. Happy Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. I actually refer to this holiday now as Christnukkwanzivus, so it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and Festivus, the holiday for the rest of us. Happy Merry Christnukkwanzivus, everybody. And yeah, it's a little intense. And I don't mean intense. I don't live in a tent. Well, this place is actually a frickin' tent. Okay, so wait a minute. I'm doing too many things at once. Too many things at once. Oh, here it is. I see me. Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, here it is. I see me. Oh, yeah, that's... Well, hello, everybody. I'm Mitzi Francis. Hi, Deb Ewing. Santa Claus, exactly. Let me see. I speak Elvish. Well, I'm going to actually speak Elvish in a little minute. Hi, Glenn Bowers. I'm actually trying to read it from here. I'm going to go to the, I could actually do this right here, I think. Yeah. Hi, Bob Seinel. Hi, Denise Lapointe, Nadia Bardak, Elaine Shore. Good to see you. Pat Fredrickson. Christian Ty Edwards. Nice to see you. Hi, Marnie Barrett. The Christmas Elf is back. We last did this in March when I was playing the individual albums that I'd put out, one a day. And so when I hit the Christmas record, I did this. And, I don't think I actually thought that I would still be doing this in December, let alone that this is going to be in many ways. This is the rest of my life, the rest of my career. What kind of soup did I get with that outfit? Polly. I have come with reinforcements. I have eggnog with my WJZ Channel 13 mug that I got from Coffee with Marty Bass and Don Scott when he was at the station. That's the CBS affiliate in Baltimore, Channel 13. I actually dumped water on Marty's head, or ice water, during the Ice Bucket Challenge back in whatever that was, 2014, I want to say. I'm also having a rather seriously caffeinated coffee drink. Because I need energy, you know what it is. So welcome to my holiday show. I played pretty much all the Christmas songs I've ever written, with one exception, 2 days ago. And today I decided that I was going to play songs that I've never played before. Actually, looking at the list, there are 2 songs in here that I've played once each. But this is, I've just decided to put a special set together. And glad that you're here with me. Glad that you're patient and you're tolerant. I need to show you the outfit, by the way, just saying. I've been making jokes that I'm not wearing pants. I went whole hog on the elf outfit for you. When I did this before, I put the camera farther back, and so you were seeing me down to pretty much my knees, and you got the whole guitar. I've gotten a little bit closer because I like that. No brandy. I don't drink brandy, Elkie. I don't drink. Many years ago, it would have been Hennessy. I liked B&B. I like Courvoisier. but I don't drink alcohol anymore. And there are, let's just say, far further behavior gaffes than there used to be. But there's actually a song where I mentioned something like that. A friend of mine wrote a song that I'm going to play a little later. But this being the holiday show, it's a one-subject show. None of my other songs will appear. I ran charts on everything, and I haven't actually played through much of anything. So we'll be going there together, the land of discovery. That's all I got to say about that. Twill be what it twill be. I do want to say something sort of serious to start, in that I want to dedicate this show to somebody, and somebody I don't happen to know. But I've been aware for several months, quite a few months, through my friend Tom Neff, who is a gentleman who is, he and I served on the Folk Alliance board together for 6 years. The dearest of friends, really. I think it was 6 years, wasn't it? Jesus, God. And I was on the board 11 years. He was on the board for several years before me. And together, we conspired to keep the organization out of the weeds. And I'd say we largely succeeded, because although we're dealing with a lockdown situation and the cancellation of the February conference, Folk Alliance is doing, in many ways, better than ever. But he had made me aware at the very beginning of COVID, of the pandemic, the trials and tribulations of, God, I hate that phrase. It sounds like I'm minimizing it. The challenges, the deep challenges of a Tony-nominated actress named Rebecca Luker, who, again, Tony-nominated, a Broadway star, who passed away today at the age of 59 of ALS. So I'm dedicating today's show to her memory, to her legacy, and to the people who loved her. Tom and I talked long about what some of the possibilities were in ALS, and of course, as you all know, it's a topic I know very, very well. With any luck, my dear, lovely, amazing friend Sherry Strahl will be joining us. She's the COO of the Golden West chapter of the ALS Association, is our host and benefactor for the New Year's party, and I'm hoping that you choose to donate. Anything we can do to improve the lives of pals, people with ALS, we need to do. We all have our cause celebs, and I get it. And we all have our own personal lives and our economic lives to fortify in this current situation where a lot of people aren't working. I get that too. But should you find some wiggle room, wiggle this way, okay? In the meantime, well, thank you for that. It might be as serious as, it's not as sentimental as I'm going to get, but it might be as serious as I'm going to get the whole day. As I said, I'm playing songs I've never played before. Some of them are songs that I've wanted to play. That's kind of stupid. Why would I play a song now that I don't want to play that song? That's not what this is for. And it's a slightly, well, look, there are hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of Christmas songs. I could do a Christmas week series of shows and do a different set list every night. But when I finished up a couple of days ago, I decided that I really wanted to do this. I had some ideas, and I started charting it out early yesterday, which is really good because it took some time. And we'll just see. We'll see how it all goes. I make no promises, except we're going to have a good time. Whether you're cheering me on, calling me names, or laughing with me or laughing at me. And I will personally say the latter is somewhat more satisfying. It's holiday time. And yes, I'm raised Christian, I'm raised Catholic, so for me it's Christmas time. But this is not to dismiss or minimize, the other faiths or the other traditions that operate at this time of year. What I'm particularly fond of is the notion of the gigantic winter solstice celebration. This year, New Year's is a big deal to me because we're kissing by a good year that we would all just as soon put behind us. Still, there were blessings this year. We'll talk about that more a week from tomorrow. But tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Friday is Christmas Day. Saturday is Boxing Day, and I normally don't stream on Sunday, so I'll be taking the next 4 nights off after this and come right back to you on December 28th and December 30th and December 31st for the last 3 shows of the year. In the meantime, thank you for joining me today. Gotta make sure the mics are in the right place. How's everybody doing out there? Y'all been good? I know some of you. There's no way some of you have been good. I know some of you, when you're very bad, you're better. You better not watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so you better be good for goodness sake. Better be good for goodness sake. You better not bump, you better not cry, you better not hurt, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so you better be good for business sake. You better not fight, you better not cry, you better watch out, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Y'all been good? I hope so. I've been hanging out with you for 10 months. I think you've been great. Santa Claus is coming to town. 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 Kicking us off in good fashion, I figured that was a good song to start with. I remember the first time I heard it, and actually I heard it recently in what I think might even be one of the original versions. I think it was from the Phil Spector Christmas record. I don't know who did it. I'm guessing something like the Dixie Cups or the Crystals or the Ronettes or something like that. Or something with Darlene Love singing, because she was in all of those groups. She was just their house singer and great. I'm fortunate to meet her about 20 years ago. The first one I really knew well was Bruce Springsteen's, of course. But I just heard the Jackson 5's version of it from when Michael was little. And he was just nothing but amazing. So any hoozy, well, that's one down I haven't done, and so far I haven't soiled myself, so I think we're in probably pretty good shape here. I actually have all the charts here in order, and what's interesting about the whole thing is that there is a song here that not only have I never performed, that has never been performed live, ever. In fact, I need to use this guitar because it's pretty high. Let me see how this goes. I own like 10 tuners, and there's only one handy right now. We'll see if I can get through this one. In around 1986, Eric and I were asked to write a song, to submit a song for consideration by the Beach Boys for a new Christmas record they were talking about making. To my knowledge, that record never got made. It is also not out of the question that that song might have been as late as 1990. Eric and I were living a block apart. I remember that vividly because we worked at his house. And actually, come to think of it, I think he and Mary moved to Eagle Rock in 1989 or 88 or 89. And I moved to Eagle Rock in 1991. So it's actually, there's no way that it's going to be 1990. I think it's really 1987, 86, 87, 88 at the latest. And the song sort of got shelved. It does appear on the thumb drive. And but Eric and I never performed it live. I've never performed it live. I played piano on it. I played a bell-like synthesizer sound that sounded like hitting bells, which was really sweet. Problem is I also, because it was the Beach Boys, I kind of emulated Brian Wilson and what he did with his harmony, with his, chordal movement. And as I was playing it yesterday, I'm going, this song is frickin' hard. Then I realized that if I changed the key, not only could I sing it better, but I could play it better. So from 1986, from a Lowe and a Navarro song you've never heard. Very few of you have heard it, because again, I think it appeared on the only fan club record it was on, to my knowledge, was the very final fan club record that was a collection of about 40 demos. So some of you might know this, but to most of you, it's new. Hey, enough of my yakking. I should play it for you. This is Don't Be Alone This Christmas. Don't be alone this Christmas. It's much too cold outside. Don't be alone this Christmas time. Snow falling on the busy town. Choirs of children all around, singing songs of joy to every window. Silhouetted in the candle glow, lovers kiss beneath the mistletoe, 'cause they all know the time has come to share some love with everyone. So don't be alone this Christmas. It's much too cold outside. Don't be alone this Christmas time. We'll be so close together with so much warmth inside. Don't be alone this Christmas time. Lights twinkle in the frosty air, silver bells ringing everywhere. All around the world the mood is merry, and maybe underneath the Christmas tree, a gift of peace for you and me. I wish to fill your heart with cheer. May everyone you love be near you. Don't be alone this Christmas. It's much too cold outside. Don't be alone this Christmas time. We'll feel so close together with so much warmth inside. Don't be alone this Christmas time. Friends and family, that's what Christmas means. Friends and family, don't be alone this Christmas. It's much too cold outside. Don't be alone this Christmas time. We'll feel so close together with so much warmth inside. Don't be alone this Christmas time. The world premiere of Don't Be Alone This Christmas. I think I'm going to try to put it up higher because I can hit that falsetto a little bit easier, but it's definitely, first of all, Eric sang the lead on it and he went into falsetto. So that's just like yike-a-ramas. It's pretty intense up there. I hope that song Well, I'm not going to say any more. Thank you for indulging me. Yeah, I know. Me saying less. What a concept. I gotta move guitar stands. As Paul Wilberger pointed out, the poinsettias are in the way, but it's much more important for the set to look good than for me to be comfortable. Let's just be honest here. I mean, as it is, the little design on this makes me sweat underneath it. It's incredibly uncomfortable, and I just don't give a good gosh darn. We're having fun here. The holidays. Welcome to Christmas time together. And those of you who are Jewish, those of you who simply don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you understand what I mean by Christmas. I'm going to use the term Christmas. This is not intended as any sign of disrespect or dismissal of any faith, any point of view, or any just, desire to spend the holiday your way. I support your way. Every year I say I'm going to learn some Hanukkah songs, and every year I fail. But, we got a fam now, so get on my butt about it and just go, yo, it's the end of January. You've got time to learn them for next year. Just saying. I'm going to do the holiday speedball, which is basically eggnog and coffee. It's not a true holiday speedball. There's no alcohol in there. And to really balance it, to clear the palate, of course, I drink Topo Chico. Topo Chico, the drink when you want to drink large, go Chico. That means nothing. I'm just saying complete and utter, I talk nonsense. I know that there are some very dear friends on this stream right now. Not that you all aren't my dear friends, but some people who don't necessarily chime in that often. I've been grateful for what the DanFam has done to me personally as an individual. I'm a musician. I believe in music for music's sake, art for art's sake. But it is very, very nice when what we do here has a purpose. I hope I can do this next one. I'm looking at all these going, oh my God, I have no idea what to do on any of these. But I'm just going to give it the best I can. I switched guitars here. I wasn't really able. I heard a lot of different versions of this song. Decided to go with the guy who wrote it. And me as a blues guy is kind of a stretch. Merry Christmas, baby. You sure did treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby. Sure did treat me nice. Gave me a diamond ring for Christmas. Now I'm living in paradise. Feeling mighty fine, y'all. Got good music on this stream on YouTube. feeling mighty fine, y'all. I'm playing my good music here for you. Ain't no lie, I wanna kiss you, baby, while you're standing neath the mistletoe. St. Nick came down the chimney about 3:30. Left all these pretty presents that you see in front of me. Well, Merry Christmas, pretty baby. You sure been good to me. I ain't had a drink this morning, but I'm all lit up like a Christmas tree. Christmas, baby, you sure to treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby, you know you treated me mighty nice. You gave me your love this Christmas. Now I'm living in paradise. That's a blues song by Blind Dan Elf, a new blues man on the circuit. Although I guess he's really more of a green man, isn't he? But that's the way that go here today. That's a Charles Brown song, and many versions of it. Actually, there was a very cool version of it by Otis Redding, but I decided to do this one. I like the jazzier chords. That's, you know, the jingle bells, a little bit gets thrown into the middle of so many Christmas pop songs. I think it's pretty funny. Oh, baby's crying. Oh, hello. The foam rubber, my little foam rubber condominium fell off of the microphone. That's the sound of me putting it back. Thank you, Dragonfly. We've got Dragonfly. We don't have, hi Marnie. I play the blues more often. I take a certain amount of pride in being an effective blues singer. I'm not a very good blues player. I don't know those chord changes. I don't know those voicings. Doesn't mean I can't learn them, but it is pretty wild. This next song was sort of, when I say afterthought, I kind of thought about, I love this song. I don't know much about it. I don't know if I can play it. And then I discovered it's actually fairly simple. So I got to check the key real quick. This song's been done by dozens of singers. In some ways, it's part of the Great American Songbook. And I always forget about it. I actually knew it more as an instrumental than as a song with lyrics. But this is the mood for today. Now I'm just going to see real quickly if I shouldn't play it on the 12 string. And do I use a pick? I would be probably pretty dangerous if I ever rehearsed and planned. I hope that COVID is allowing you to spend Christmas with people you love. I know for me, I've always done a. I need to take a look at this actually, because right now I've got. Oh, okay, so I can actually see it here. I don't really want that mic in front of my mug so much. Maybe that's a little bit better. What's not just Paul? Palsy. I call him Polly. Yeah, how could you take me seriously in this getup? But Paul Wiltberger, I'm coming after you tonight. You're going to know what I mean by that. I'm a little scared. I haven't sung any of these songs ever. And I hope I can get through them in a way that, well, if I invoke laughter, bring it on. Oh, come on, you know me better than that. I just want to do a good job for y'all. That's all. And I'm grateful that you're here. And this is our Christmas party. Christmas Eve is tomorrow. Oh my God, Christmas Eve is too frickin' morrow. The baby's crying. Frosted window panes, candles gleaming inside, painted candy canes on the tree. Santa's on his way. He's filled his sleigh with things for you and for me. It's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every song you hear seems to say, Merry Christmas. May your New Year's dreams come true. And this song of mine in 3/4 time wishes you and yours the same thing too. It's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every song you hear seems to say, Merry Christmas. May your New Year's dreams come true. And this song of mine, in 3/4 time, wishes you and yours the same thing too. Do-do-do-do. If you look in the dictionary under brat, it's got my picture. But I happen to really, really love that song. And, I didn't really ever think of it when I was growing up as a Christmas song. I would just hear it at the holidays, but I would usually hear it instrumentally, and I think it's an amazing, amazing melody. And there are many, many, many versions of it out there. My favorite, of course, is Sinatra, just because that's how I roll. Well, I may have to leave this guitar on. I kind of like this guitar. And I think there's something about the stringiness of it. It makes it sound almost like, jingle bells with strings. I need to reduce the size of this. Try this up a whole step because I don't think I need that. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes start falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. Blue out, baby. Thank you very much. Well, you'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. I won't be a blue. Snowflakes start falling. When you live in Chernobyl, they're not blue. That's when those blue memories start falling, calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas of white, but I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas. It would be really, now when I get the looper up and running, I'll be able to pre-record with those backing vocals. I don't think it's the Jordanaires. Jordanaires were, in those days, songs had to have some kind of gimmick, whether it was a sound effect or an instrument or some kind of, a wop bop a loo bop a lop bam boom sort of vocal gimmick, ba 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 dang it dang it dang it dang dang it ding a dong ding blue moon, which is like, oh my God. But that was the era, Now you just have to be violent and antisocial in the songs and you have a hit. That's not true. I'm just saying that. Well, I hope you're all enjoying this because this is definitely quite the, I'm sitting here looking back at I love that you're counting 12-string occurrences. Pick licks. Okay, picks have been licked X number of times, kind of gross. Does it add up the numbers or do you have to add up the numbers, Polly? That I don't happen to know. I'm the highly exalted world leader. Yeah, COVID is keeping us apart. COVID will keep us apart again. Yeah, I know, Joy Division, the old days. That was, was that Joy Division or was that, yeah, it was Joy Division. What was the group that came out of Joy Division? The ones that had Blue Monday. New Order. There we go. Okay. There isn't a blue. That's it's a matter of opinion there, Marnie. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I'm not tipping anything off any more than usual. Beatles song means that Paul's out of here. Yeah, the poor microphones get bumped, but luckily, I put the foam rubber things on them so that they get less messed up. Which one, B-Math? Barbara, which one have you sung? Christmas Waltz or Blue Christmas? I absolutely love the Christmas Waltz. I think it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous song. Ding Dong Merrily on High is not in the set list. Yes, sirree. That's true. Paul can kind of say anything he wants to me. He's sort of paid at the office, and so he gave at the office. He's bought some latitude, that boy. Anyway, I'm sitting here just checking things out right here. Yep, everybody's answered New Order. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I should have. Oh, I didn't say it. The last song is by me, Elvis Presley. I didn't say that, and I set it up and everything, and I just totally screwed that one up. Okay. Well, it's kind of continuing in that vein. Again, in the context of songs that I've never, ever sung before, because I've never sung, oh, Jesus. I've never sung any of these songs. So let's see how I do. I'm in love with the 12-string, just saying. Might even be pitched out of my range. I'm going to try the other guitar. I think I could use that half step. If I'd gotten my act together, I would have tuned the other 12-string down a half step so I could do both. But I contend very strongly if I ever got my act together, you guys wouldn't know what the hell to do with me. Oh, is that a crack? Oh, that's not good. I may have to take this puppy in to get some work done on it. Of course, it's been taking a pounding since it's been in my possession, just saying. I mean, it's... I'm a bear on guitars. Some of you probably already know what it is just based on that. Just saying. I'm going to, I think I'm looking pretty good here. Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing and bushels of fun. Now the jingle bell hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing the Jingle Bell Square in the frosty air. Well, the bright time is the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle and a jingling beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bell time. Prancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square in the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is the swell time to go gliding on a one-horse sleigh. Jingle bell, jingle, jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle and jingle and beat. That's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell, that's the Jingle Bell Rock. That's a real favorite. That's actually probably one of my favorites every year. I feel like I'm in the season when I hear that, and I haven't actually heard it this trip. This is the first time I've ever heard it in this particular holiday. As I mentioned, these are songs I've never sung before, and toward that end, I did something really, really bizarre. Paul texted me, and I had no idea. I lost my train of thought when I saw it go by because I don't know what he said. He probably said something like, I can see up your dress. No, he said something nice. Who are you and what have you done with Paul? Anyway, that's all I got to say. So I did something that I've never done before. This is the theme. And hey, you know what? Maybe that's the theme for the year. We've never been through this. The only people who've been through this before were people who were alive in 1918, which was 102 years ago. My dad was born in 1919, and he managed to make it to 2014. He lived to nearly 95. George Shultz, the former U.S. Secretary of the Treasury, is turning 100 this year. And when someone from that era is still with us, it means a lot to me because they've seen so much. That sort of sense of not just of cultural memory and institutional memory is going to be gone. And I'm not saying that young people aren't interested, but they're focused on now, as I was. I grew up in a family that was very focused on history, and it was, other than music, well, music and drama and writing, it was my favorite subject in school was history. I won a history award for writing about Korea when I was going from 8th grade to 9th grade, which was really bizarre because I was in the 8th grade in 1936. And so we didn't even know what the heck is Korea. And I was sitting there going, it's this place. And they're going to make really cheap guitars and really good cars. And I won an award for that. But all that's to say is I did something. This is all stuff we haven't done before, right? Isn't that the theme for today? Welcome to the first Christmas, the first Noel. Oh my God! I also went through old December song shows, and we had a song because we were on the road so much and it was quite brutal out there. We had a song called "Oh Holy Van." We got the engine started. that kind of thing. And one of my favorites, The First Hotel. The first hotel was in Iowa. And it had coffee and breakfast and a lot for the car. I mean, it was just, we were making this stuff up. And we also did the 12 Days of December songs. My True Love, because we started on the first day of December songs. We sang so joyously in a concert in Tennessee on the second day of December songs. It was two Starbucks, 3 blown tires, 4 snowstorms. I mean, it was just getting. Of course, the 5 was John Vesner had the same plaid shirt he wore almost every day. John's plaid shirt, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, so what I did was I wrote a new one. I made mention of the chorus to this. I came into the chorus to this song. Came up with the chorus to this song about 20 years ago, or at least just the chorus line. Two, three, four. The whole thing started out on Labor Day. That's the day my baby went up and went away. Told me she was tired of me fooling around. By Halloween she was nowhere to be found. November I had nothing to be thankful for. With my ass in a sling, my heart on the floor. Now the snow is falling, my heart is bawling. I'm losing my mind over everything I left behind. Now it's Christmas time, time for love and joy. But this Christmas time, I'm a lonely boy. So Santa, if you got something for me in your sack, all I want for Christmas is my baby back. Well, she told me that she loved me, but I just couldn't see the stone cold beauty right in front of me. I should have known better, yeah, I was a fool. Now she's cold as ice, and it's a cruel Yule. I'm sitting here waiting for the man with the beard to drop down in my chimney and bring me some cheer. Now Christmas bells are ringing, and my heart's still stinging, 'cause I'm all alone underneath the mistletoe. Well, Christmas time, the reindeer pull the sleigh. Christmas time and Santa is on his way. So Santa, if you got something for me in your sack, all I want for Christmas is my baby back. Jingle all the way. Now it's a cold December, I can still remember the way it used to be when she was still here with me. Now it's Christmas time, time to deck the halls. It's Christmas time and I'm a-climbing the walls. So Santa, if you got something for me in your sack, all I want for Christmas is my baby back. Yeah, Santa, if you wanna know what I like, all I want for Christmas is my baby back. Well, I'll be a good boy if you cut me some slack. All I want for Christmas is my baby back. I don't mean the kind from Chili's either. I dropped my poinsettia, Alfred. Complete with a thwap. Do not report me for poinsettia abuse. We're concerned about the fact that I broke part of the thing and I've also got dirt on my rug now. But hey, what's a little dirt among friends? So in our vein of comical Christmas songs, I decided to do a song that I've always loved. I've never performed. I've been a fan of this song for, good God, I think this thing came out on a promotional flexi disc. And I mean basically a very thin sheet of plastic that had grooves carved into it because this was in the vinyl era. This was pre-CD. I think I've probably... The group that did this song was a band that had signed to Arista Records in 1979, a group called Elton Duck. And I was a massive Elton Duck fan. Now, those of you who have been paying attention, the song that I've sung a couple of times, She Won't Answer the Phone, is an Elton Duck song. Led by Mike McFadden, ex of Goose Creek Symphony, by Michael Condello, who passed away some years ago. Andy Robinson was the drummer. He had a beautiful song he played on Dulcimer called I Need a Flame. And he wound up, he was the drummer in a band called Horse Feathers that were friends of mine. The lead singer of Horse Feathers worked at Tower Records with me and was a gentleman named Mick Garris, who has since become a very successful director of horror pictures. He's really a kind of a major film figure, and we worked together at Tower Records all those years ago. So Andy was the drummer in Horse Feathers, and he was the drummer in Elton Duck. Then he had his own band that he was actually not a drummer in. I think he played some percussion, but he was the lead singer of a band called Different World that did the whole breakaway new folk scene in the very, very, very late 80s. They did a record, Different World did a record on Vanguard, right around the same time we made our first record on Chameleon. So we've been pals a long, long time. They put out basically what they signed to Arista, made this record with Earl Mankey, who was an amazing guy. I think Earl Mankey had been involved in the band Sparks, and the record never came out. The record was shelved, and it never came out. Arista decided to completely shelve it. I think they bought them off, and that was it. And everybody went their separate ways. I forgot to mention the bass player in Elton Duck was Michael Steele, Mickey Steele, who later ended up in the Bangles. She worked with me at Tower Records, and which is probably how she got the connection to get the call to join the band. She worked with me at Tower Records, and then she was in Elton Duck. She had also been in a band called Tony and the Movers, later Slow Children with Pal Shazar, Jewel Shears' girlfriend. Now, well, I think they're married. If they're not married, it's been 40 years, so they've been together a long time. And then she joined the Bangles. And we reconnected when the Bangles happened in the mid to late 80s. In 87 is when I started working with the Bangles. So Mickey co-wrote, really was the main impetus behind. She wrote most of Something to Believe In, the song that we had on Live Wire. See how these little circles cross? Well, Mickey was the bass player in Elton Duck. So they had this song that they sent out, I want to say, mid-80s, that I just plain loved. Loved. And I always had a copy of it. It is a, let's just say it is a negative, it's a negative Christmas song. I just happen to love it. I don't feel this way about Christmas. There are certain holidays I don't care for. I'll be dead honest, I'm not a big Halloween fan. I usually just hide in the back of the house. It's fun sometimes to dress up, but I'm not a big Halloween fan. Thanksgiving is great, but Thanksgiving is also, it's sort of arbitrary. It was a created holiday. I'm very fond of Mother's Day, of course, just am. I like doing that. Valentine's Day. I've always done Valentine's Day shows to some of the less wrist opening of our love songs. But the Christmas holidays are frankly my favorite. The December holidays of all kinds. I know way too little about Hanukkah, which is bizarre considering I live in West LA, which is probably about 65% Jewish. It's actually probably 40% Jewish, 40% Latino, and the other 20% mixed. But all this is, I don't care about that stuff. That's not like a thing. But I fell in with a Jewish crowd when I moved to Los Angeles, and it's surprising that I know very little about Hanukkah. But I'm very culturally Catholic. I mean, we all know that if I went to confession, it would take probably 3 or 4 years to get out of the little room. Especially since I'd be sitting there, bargaining. Well, okay, so is this a sin? I mean, what do you think? Well, the Bible says, yeah, but I'm asking you. You're behind the little wall here. What do you think, Dad? Yes, I absolutely mean to be irreverent. But at any rate, so this is a song that Mike McFadden wrote. I love it. And I was sitting here with it was about 1 p.m. and I went, I'm going to do this. I need a tune. It's all the way over there. The baby's crying. Somebody needs to change the baby. I say that like some dude. I can tell you right now, I changed more diapers. I was one of those dads. I say this with a great amount of pride, and I actually know that my ex-wife, Claudia, would support this. I didn't look at anything that went on with our son as one person's job or the other. It was our job. So if I was closest to the stuff, or I had, she was in the middle of a business call, I'd change. I did everything, and she did everything. We didn't fall into roles. So the sort of someone needs to change the baby, that wasn't me. First time I ever changed a diaper, however, that I can remember, was in the very early 80s when I was at a friend's house and playing with his 2-year-old. And all of a sudden, I've got the 2-year-old on my shoulders and I'm smelling something. And it had gotten everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And he just looked at me like, well, you're going to have to do that. And I went, oh, for God's sake. And when it's not your kid, it smells worse. Just saying. It's just a thing. When it's not your kid, it's like I nearly threw up. I mean, how did I get into this part of the conversation? Okay, so that's just messed up that I go there. Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you for joining me here at Songs from the CoronaZone number 187, my soon-to-be annual Christmas show. And yes, I think the idea is that I'm going to do a holiday show. Hey, look, all of these are in the repertoire now. Suddenly, I've got 25 songs to pick from, and I'm going to keep adding. But this one is... I do need to tune. Didn't I do that already? I thought yeah, here it is. I gotta quit messing with the baby. Part of it is I don't have a whole lot of room here. That's why that happens. Oh, there it is. So I'm warning you right now, this song is called Who Needs Christmas? By Mike McFadden and the band Elton Duck. If you can find the Elton Duck album out there, by the way, Arista changed the name of the band. I think they were worried they were going to get sued by Elton John. So they changed the name of the band to the Decoys, which was not a very good name. Their promotional item was, in fact, a proper mallard duck decoy, where the little bottom vertical float they had stenciled the phrase Elton Duck. And they were signed to Arista by one Bud Scapa, who in my book is a legend. Bud was a journalist for Rolling Stone magazine for many, many years. Great sense about him. He was an A&R guy over at Arista for a lot of years. And in particular signed, he signed a band that never got anywhere that I loved called the Timmies, but he signed the Pop. Dean Chamberlain's band, and I loved that. He was a good guy. He still is a good guy. I last saw him. It's been a while. It's been about 15 years since I've seen him. But I actually had a copy of this years ago because he had sent an advance copy to my boss, Kip Crones, when I was living in London, working in London for Kip in management. But it actually did come out again in, I want to say, 2012. They allowed them to do a proper release on it, and Andy Robinson and Mike McFadden did some interviews. I've got one of them recorded, and so I have a very clean copy of the Elton Duck record. But this came right off the flex. Actually, this is a bonus track. I come to think of it, on the CD. Another year has come and gone. Already we have come upon Christmas. Oh, it's Christmas. Stores full of people buying gifts, but I feel so left out of it. Christmas. Oh, it's Christmas. This year there's no hot toddy beneath my mistletoe. This year I feel like Bobby watching Scotty grow. I hear the carolers singing songs. I don't feel like singing along. Christmas. So it's Christmas. So what? The houses are so brightly blessed. They make me feel so much more depressed. Christmas. Oh, it's Christmas. This year there'll be no eggnog in my glass of rum, but I'll have lots of straight shots of 151. They're hanging wreaths out on the door. I'll hang one out tonight, I'm sure. Christmas. Who needs Christmas? Increasing rates of suicide go hand in hand with Christmastide. Christmas. Who needs Christmas? Christmas card, no Christmas tree, will not receive one thing from me. No Christmas gift, no Christmas cheer, will not have Christmas this year. Will not have Christmas this year. Will not have Christmas this year. Putting the hum in humbug. That's Who Needs Christmas by Michael McFadden and Elton Duck. You know, the thing is funny. I like it because it's funny. I don't actually feel that way. It is, in fact, my favorite holiday. I understand that it's been horribly commercialized, but you know, what I like about it is the basic essence of what it is supposed to mean. Whether your choice is to celebrate it as the birth of our Savior, or as a family holiday that's geared toward togetherness, toward conciliation, toward warmth and unity. I just happen to love it, and I get into it. As you can tell, my Nutcracker and my Santa. The Santa is actually got a chip in it. It has batteries, and it dances and sings jingle bells, sounding a lot like Gene Autry, actually. So it's it's a special one. The also here is my Peter Griffin, Family Guy, Santa, along with, I think Brian is up there. Stewie and Lois are up there. There's a hand-painted Father Christmas that was from one of those Color Me Mine kind of places. My sister made that for me and painted it. I want to say I've had that at least 25 years. And, my sis has some ornaments that were from my family when I was growing up, which means that they're probably, over 60 years old. I collect them. I seem to gather a few every year. I just realized my favorite one, I'm not going to get it right now because I don't really want to get up. But my favorite one was made for me by one of my favorites, because I have 5 or 6 favorites. Margaret Allen, who was the president of the Low and Navarro fan club from about 1993 to about 1998 or 99. She and Sue Dick. They both sort of decided they needed to move on, and Sarah Rosenthal Longo took over, and Sarah is still... Well, she's still, I'm still very close with Margaret. I haven't seen Sue in a few years. And I'm very close with Sarah, who gave me these, basically, all the bobbleheads of me and us were created by Sarah. So she's family. But Margaret made a little tiny, I want to say 3-inch by 2-inch pillow with the Broken Moon cover in needlepoint. If I get a wild hair, I'll get up and show it to you. But I love it, love it, love it. And on the back, it says Broken Moon 1993, 1994. So that's coming on to 30 years old. And that goes up there every year. I have a little paper one that's the bangles on one side and a peace sign on the other with some tinsel, a little garland glued to it. That was a perk, a sort of promo for the Bangles fan club. And I got that in a Christmas card mailing when I was working with them way, way, way back. It's my favorite holiday. So, the cynicism about it, I like to laugh at it. I don't happen to feel it. I'm not offended by it. I think that's really what I'm sort of saying, is that I'm not offended by it, but I don't happen to share it. Now, I haven't played this song either. We'll see if I can get through this one. I think this was written by the same dude, presuming it's a dude, the same person who wrote Jingle Bell Rock. And you can tell they're siblings. I think some of you already know what I'm going to sing. Let's hope I got the right key on this. Fire to my feet here. I mean, literally. I had to push down the plunger on the reverb and I missed. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You're going to get really sick of that Jingle Bells thing, ain't you? Originally sung by the completely inimitable, magnificent Brenda Lee, who was a 14-year-old, I think, when she started singing out, maybe even 12. A child prodigy, had hit songs at 14 as a singer. And I can say it was probably about 5 years ago. I was in Nashville, and I went to a mall. I had an issue with a wristwatch that I bought, and I took it back to a Macy's, and they exchanged it for me. And I was leaving the store, and I saw Brenda Lee on the escalator. I'm guessing probably only about 70 years old then, looking utterly, utterly fabulous, an amazing killer voice, and I was a big fan. I'm sorry, so sorry. Please accept my apology, 'cause love is blind, and I was too blind to see. Story of my life. Jingle Bell Rock is the bigger song. Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree I like better. But, you know, hey, it ain't a contest. It's not like there can only be one winner. Most of these fell into my head, I want to say a good 15 solid years ago, when I picked up a 3 CD set called Fabulous Christmas Songs of the 1950s. And oh my God, is it great. It's got all the greats. Eventually I'll learn all of them, just saying. But that's where I got Jingle Bell Rock. And, you know, not that they can't be had elsewhere. Because of Spotify and YouTube, everything is everywhere now. But I still have CDs. I don't listen to them, but I've transferred them, and I still run the files now through my Apple TV and can play them in any room in the house. And I have a playlist that's all the Christmas stuff. That's kind of how I wound up hearing the December song stuff that I hadn't heard. Oh my God, The First Hotel. And of course, that was what I wrote. I take credit for it because they were all asleep. They can argue all they want, but they were asleep when I wrote What Road Is This That We're Traveling on, the Garden State Parkway or Highway 1. I need to pick that guitar back up. We're moving right along here. It's a 15 song set, and this is number 10. So we're gonna make it just fine. I have been having a blast playing these songs I've never played before. I think literally we'll get to in fact, this is the only one I've ever played before. I played it twice. Once screwed it up completely. I mean, lost in the weeds, had no idea what key I was in, had no idea how the melody went. And I actually figured it out recently because I played it a couple weeks ago. If that, maybe even a week ago. Requested by my dear friend, Dave Coker, in the one guitar set. Yes, you know it's coming. Paul, you might want to take a break. Marnie? So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over, a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas, I hope you had fun. The near and the dear ones, old and the young, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. good one without any fears. So this is Christmas for weak and for strong, the rich and the poor ones. The road is so long, and so this is Christmas. What have we done? Another year over, new one just begun. So happy Christmas, we hope you have fun, the near and the dear ones, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. War is over if you want it. War is over now. War is over if you want it. War is over now. I believe that's actually credited to the Plastic Ono Band, so technically it's not a Beatles song. So Paul, for leaving, if you left, you're fired. Or actually, I'm not going to fire you. I'll keep you on, but I'll dock your pay. That's what that's going to be. Wow, I'm like sitting here just freaking out because I'm sitting there going, well, God, I don't know that song. I don't know any of these songs. Except the thing is that they're all real favorites of mine. That's the thing about them. And truth told, there are many others. There are many others. Again, this is, I think it's one of the few holidays that has hundreds, if not thousands, of songs written about it. There might be the odd Halloween song. I have a hard time thinking of one beyond Monster Mash. 4th of July songs, there's a few. Hey Baby, It's the 4th of July by Dave Alvin, or 4th of July by Shooter Jennings, which I've sung live. But Born in the USA is not a 4th of July song. Just saying. In fact, actually another song in that bent. Back when I was doing my Labor Day show for Sirius XM, I asked them to play my friend Jerry Giddens' song with his band Walking Wounded called Beggar's Bluff. That's where the main hook line is for the working man. But the song that I got the most into was Youngstown by Bruce Springsteen. It's a very, very dark song. But I think you've figured out, if you've been in my world for a little while, I like dark songs because they express emotions that are deep and rich. I believe in positivity. I'm a very optimistic guy. I try to be a realist. I try not to be a cynic. I also try not to be Pollyanna. But I've got to tell you, as considering what we've been through the last year, I'm going to keep expressing the message of hope and the message that, we're better off together than we are apart, and we're going to get through this. Somebody posted a comment on my folk story that was on iHeartFolk, the hashtag iHeartFolk over at YouTube. And this person was basically saying, Folkies, Cast Off the Mask and Be Free. I'm throwing in with Eric Clapton and Van Morrison. Now, it had nothing to do with that. And he goes, come on, sound the alarm. I went, no, I'm not going to do it, dude. Thank you, but no. I'm going to play it safe. And he decided to come back at me again. He wasn't mean, but he was just saying, don't be sheep. And I'm going, like, sheep? You mean like don't get slaughtered for food? I mean, don't, And the point that I made to him is it's real simple. I have the right to die. I don't have the right to kill. And so let's say that masking and being careful is impinging our freedoms. Let's just say that that's what's going on. Okay, it's real easy. If I'm wrong and I didn't need the mask, I live. If you're wrong and you did need the mask, you might die. So I'm going to play it safe. And that's what it is here in the zone, in the CoronaZone with all of us. And it's what I like about it. Never sung this song before. That's the theme for tonight. I need to free my foot so I can push the plunger on the reverb. Bells will be ringing, the sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone and I have no friends to wish me greetings once again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, Christmas carols by candlelight. Please come home for Christmas, please come home for Christmas. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send salutations, sure as the stars shine above. But this is Christmas, yeah, Christmas, my dear. The time of year to be with the one that you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more roam? Christmas and New Year's will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief or pain, and I'll be happy, happy once again. Sorrow, no grief and no pain, and I'll be happy Christmas once again. I'll be happy Christmas once again, and I'll be happy at Christmas once again. The only song I'm not going to play tonight is Jingle Bells, so I think that's kind of funny that we did that way. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to say this flat out. The two hardest songs in the entire show are next. And some baby's crying. The two hardest songs are next. I realized, by the way, I just got a text. I've got family watching, And they've already texted me that the men in the white coats are coming for me because they're just sitting there going, "You gone round the bend." And yeah, my family talks like that. It's really, really weird. We're Latino, but we all talk like this. Actually, I'm the only one who talks like that. I only do it when I get paid for it. Good coffee. Fired up my Nespresso maker, and I'm going to power down on high test tonight. I hope I can get through this. This I can tell you right now, this is a hard one. It's deceptively difficult. There's actually, I'm going to practice one chord move right now because it's the B flat major to the E flat major. Is that it? I know my brother-in-law, David Reynoso, is not watching. If he happens to be, buddy, this is for you. But if not, I'll find a way to send you the coordinates on this because I think this may be his favorite song of all time. David gave me an amazing collection. I don't think he made up the title, but it was called Martinis and Mistletoe, and it's all basically loungy songs from a particular era, late 1940s into the early 1960s, of all these wonderful Christmas songs. He gave me 4 collections of it. So I created a cover that had Martinis and Mistletoe in script, and for volume 1 it's 1 martini, for volume 2 it's 2 martinis, for volume 3 it's 3, for volume 4 it's 4. And you know the rhyme 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. Well, for me it was 1 martini, 2 martini, 3 martini, floor. And so glad those days are over. This was another late edition because I realized I really, really want to do it. I think it's one of the most beautiful songs of the holiday. I hope I don't butcher it. Christmas time is here, happiness and cheer, fun for all that children call their favorite time of year. Snowflakes in the air, carols everywhere, olden times and ancient rhymes of love and dreams to share. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that we could always see such spirit through the year. Sleigh bells in the air, beauty everywhere, Yuletide by the fireside, and joyful memories there. Christmas time is here, we'll be drawing near. Oh, that such spirit through the year. Song chokes me up. It just does. I think it might not just, it's look, it's Vince Guaraldi. So that's part of it right there. And the whole score is classic. That without words and without doing a traditional song, it says Christmas to many people. The fact that it was children in the original version, and the fact that that particular production has been around since 1967. It's 53 years old, and it holds up like it was created yesterday. For my brother-in-law, David, with love. This next one, oh boy. I hope I can do it. I'm not sure that I can. I'm going to try my best. It's late in the show, so it's kind of too late for you to get your money back if I screw it up. What it really depends on is, have I written the chords down right? Well, I think I'm just going to have to go for this. I'm not going to do this on the 12 string either. I need this down the half step. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make a season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase for kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. You don't sully the Christmas song with a little jingle bells. I'm actually looking at this knowing that I changed some substitutions later in the song, and I didn't change them earlier. This is a very difficult song. It's jazz chords. They are magnificent. Mel Torme wrote this. And Mel Torme, just to, my biggest influences as a singer when I was a little kid, I was 11 years old when the Beatles came out. So when I was 10, I started singing at home. And I knew I loved singing. I knew I wanted to do it for the rest of my life. I had no frickin' clue it would ever happen. But my favorite singers were Frank Sinatra and Mel Torme. And the whole thing about Mel Torme was that he had, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. It was known as the Velvet Fog because he had this hazy voice that was nothing but gorgeous. And he had a command. He was also the first guy I ever heard say out loud, I made $1 million off that song, because he wrote this. And I thought, maybe that's career worthy. Well, that song's going to be in the repertoire for a long time. Just saying. Got a couple more songs for you here. And I'm grateful for the time you've spent with me here today. Happy Christmas, happy Merry Christnukkwanzivus to all of you. I hope you're able to be with people you care about. And, just saying, Zoom counts. If I didn't have Zoom, I'd be a freak daddy right about now. And the ability to, this is why we're doing the New Year's party on Zoom. And the coordinates will go out today. I'm going to get done with this and I'm going to have dinner and then put all the promotional material up. It is, I spent most of yesterday making that graphic of the thumb drives in jail. Some of you asked, how did I get the hands to work? The hands on the bars. Really simple. The hands are down by the side, so I copied them, imported them into a new label, and layer, and I canted them so that they pointed in, and then I remade the thumb and stuck it on the outside, and then erased stuff that would make it look like it wasn't, like it was stuck on, and voila. I have a lot of fun with Photoshop, as you well know. Well, we're not at the end yet, but we're close, and just want to say how much I've enjoyed this time with you guys. And I hope that you really, I'm not seeing you that much because I do have the, but I have it up on the phone here. I got a big fat ugly ass microphone in front of my face because I'm not wearing black, so it ain't hiding it. What else is going on? We are taking Saturday off on Boxing Day on the 26th of December, so I can hang with my family, with my son. And also we're planning on doing some long Zoom calls on that day with my sister and her husband and their son down in Indian Wells, my other sister and her husband in Santa Maria, California, my brother Johnny in the Eagle Rock area, my brother Gary up in Walnut Creek and his wife Mary and their daughter Jennifer, and whoever else we can get in there. I love them all, and it's we're gonna have ourselves a big old Zoom time. So there you go. A couple more here for you. Gotta make sure I got this right. I think I'm gonna use the other guitar. Some of you have seen also what I did say when I posted that graphic, is that the shipments of thumb drives, a lot of them can't be tracked very well. They basically have been moving, the United States Postal Service has been moving mail to where it has the capacity to handle it and deal with it. So basically there's stuff that went from Highland, Indiana to California that went through Pittsburgh, and things are or Knoxville, and things are getting moved around. first learned this from a Dave Edmunds record. I think Chuck Berry wrote it. Out of all the reindeer, you know you're the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's way too far behind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. You gotta make him hurry, tell him you can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, wheeling like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to the boy child, what's the thing you're longing for? All I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. And away went Rudolph like a wizard, like a shooting star. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. I gotta make him hurry, tell him you can take the freeway down. Yeah, run, run, Rudolph, wheeling like a merry-go-round. Said Santa to the girl child, what's the thing you want to get? She said a little baby doll that can cry, sleep, drink, and wet. Then away went Rudolph, whizzing like a saber jet. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Yeah, you gotta make him hurry, tell him you can take the freeway down. Yeah, run, run, Rudolph, wheeling like a merry-go-round. Santana to the boy child, what's the thing you're longing for? He said, all I want for Christmas is a rock and roll electric guitar. And away went Rudolph, swinging like a shooting star. Yeah, run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Yeah, you gotta make him hurry, tell him you can take the freeway down. Yeah, run, run, Rudolph, running like a merry-go-round. Yeah, run, run, Rudolph. Run, run, Rudolph. Yeah, run, 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 Rudolph. I said run, run, Rudolph, wheeling like a merry-go-round. That's the name of that tune. I also remember hearing a story many, many years ago that the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which I believe was written by Johnny Marks, was inspired by a story that was written by a guy who was like college roommates with Eric Lowen's dad, Melvin DeForest Lowen. Everybody called him D. And I always thought that was completely cool. The history of songs matters to me. Just saying. Well, I got one more for you. I got to make sure that I can see this. And I'm actually, I'm kind of pulling a fast one. Oh, hello. I'm also, the baby's crying. I started to tell this other, not really a story, more like an announcement. We're not suspending the sales of the thumb drives, but we're pretty much advising you it may take a long time to get to you. And it might be wise if you're not in a hurry. I mean, first of all, today's December 23rd. It's not going to make it for Christmas, period. Waiting until after the first of the year might be wise. Yes, if you really need it, we can charge you for a FedEx shipment. Shipping was included, and what we can do is, take what the FedEx amount would be and back in the amount that we were, what the regular postage would be that we decided to absorb. And if it's that urgent to you, but I think it might be a wise thing to either be patient and wait for the shipment, or be patient and wait to order till things settle down a little bit. We have plenty of stock. It's not going to sell out, at least not anytime soon. I have basically as many units on hand as we've sold. So we would need to double sales. And I've also found out that if the manufacturer can make new ones on 3 weeks' notice. So I don't think we're going to be out of it. Well, it may, unlike the bobbleheads, the original bobbleheads, which, we tried to place a third, we reordered them once. We tried to place a third order about 5 months later, and they said, well, we didn't hear from you for 5 months, so we broke the molds. We threw the molds away. I was furious about that, and now that company is out of business. Instant karma, Samuel L's. This is not a Christmas song. I'm pulling a fast one, but I think it's a perfect song for the holiday season. And I sang it the other day for Linda Lee, and we're doing it again. I decided to end the show with this because I just think it's the perfect sentiment for our Christmas show, our holiday show. Sent to you all with love. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, a bright blessed day, and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah. And you know what? It is. Thank you all for coming and hanging. I'll see you over on Facebook on Monday, December 28th. In the meantime, have a beautiful holiday with your families and friends. And if you're all alone, send out some emails. You know I can't stray that far from the computer. All is quiet tonight. The stars are in their places. The moon will give us light, so we can see into each other's faces. And I know the road is hard, but if we carry on together, we will get by. We will get by. We will get by. What a wonderful world. Watching as the hearts go by, watching them as they fly, way up into the sky. All these hearts between you and I, here at the holidays, watching them as them hearts go by. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. Hanukkah was just with us. Kwanzaa for those who like it. Festivus for all the other people who don't have a holiday that they can call their own. Watching as the hearts go by, watching them as they fly. Sky, it's a blue Christmas without you. Thank you very much. I'm Elvis Costello, Elvis Presley, Elvis Costello. Pump it up until you can feel it. Pump it up when you don't really need it. Watching as the hearts go by, watching me as I fly off into mental illness, 'cause I am off my meds until the 1st of January when I get my shipment in. Until then, let's laugh. Watching as their hearts go by, watching them as they fly, way up in the sky. A bunch of hearts between you and I, we're all together now. Watching as the hearts go by, watching them as they fly. The holidays are so high. I'll see you all on Monday. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Watching as the hearts, got to admit it's getting better all the time. Happy holidays, everybody, with love and joy, and I will see you in just a few days. And, you know, I'll be chiming in on the DanFam anyway. But thank you all for your time and for your energy and for your generosity with regard to this set. Paul, thank you for everything always. Terry, thank you for everything always. Deb Ewing, I didn't see your name go by. I hope everything's okay. I don't know if you were with us today. I know that Maria Borges, for instance, wasn't with us on Monday. Hey, you got lives. It's all good. I'm going to go outside and see if I can see the dang. It's probably too late to see the convergence anyway. But I sure have liked the pictures I've seen. Big love, everybody. I will see you Monday, 5 p.m. California time at Facebook. Adios, ta-da. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I'm going to send some hearts before I go. Heck, man. Yeah, hearts. We need... Yeah, boom, 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 zippity doo da day, 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 a baseball, got a thumbs up, explosions, Groucho Marx, taco, 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 taco donut, taco, taco, taco donut, taco donut, taco donut, taco donut, microphone, heart, 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 heart. Love you, see ya, woohoo, 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 woohoo. Oh Jesus God, I look ridiculous, don't I? You guys let me do this the whole show? Love you guys. See ya.